Now I'm going to go over the worst case and best case scenarios for the SEC and football for the 2025 season. And I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. And I waited up to this point because of the spring transfer portal ended. And I get they could add guys still. I get it. But I just want to get this out of the way. So, and it's in no particular order. And I do not see many teams, if any, go undefeated. You'll know who I think is a possibility once in this video. So, Alabama, aim for at worst. Yeah, I'm saying that because look at that schedule. And best case scenario is like 11-1 or 10-2. I do not see undefeated for them. Now LSU at worst they're like aim for. Best case scenario is like 10-2 or 11-1. Ole Miss, worst case scenario they're 6-6, 7-5. Best case 10-2. Arkansas, look at that schedule, 4-8 at worst. Best case scenario 7-5, but which might be even pushing it. So maybe 6-6 instead, but you get the whole point. Now Texas A&M, worst case scenario they're a bowl game team at 6-6, maybe 7-5 if you want to say that too. Best case scenario 9-3 or 10-2. I do not see 11 wins on that schedule. Now Mississippi State, 3-9 at worst. Best case scenario 6-6. Auburn, I think they at least match 5 wins, just like they have, like they did last year. And I get they added guys, but look at that schedule: 5-7, 6-6 at worst. Best case scenario 9-3 or aim for. I do not see 10 wins with that schedule. I just don't. Now Georgia, I see 9-3 at worst. Best case scenario 12-0 or 11-1. Now Tennessee, if they had Nico back, maybe I'll give them like better. Best case scenario, you'll know why in a second. Worst case, I'd say like 6-6 or 7-5. Best case, I'm gonna be honest, 9-3 or 8-4, whichever you desire. Now South Carolina, at worst 7-5. Look at that schedule. And best 10-2. Now Kentucky 3-9 at worst, 7-5 at best. Florida 5-7, 6-6 at worst, and 8-4 or 9-3 at best. But no way I see 10 wins with that schedule. I just don't. Now Missouri should be at least a bowl game team at 6-6, in my opinion. 9-3 or 10-2 at best. Now Vanderbilt 5-7 at worst, which I know it could be it's a little step backwards, but look at that schedule. And at best, aim for 7-5. Now Texas 9-3 at worst, 11-1 at best. I do not see undefeated. Look at that schedule, and they lost some guys, and I get they added, but the schedule, I just think they'll trip up somewhere, at least once. Now Oklahoma, we all know they have added a lot of guys through the transfer portal. And it's a big year for Brent Venables because he needs to have a winning season. So I think he gets them to a bowl at 6-6 or 7-5. But is it enough to save his job? I don't know. At best 10-2 if everything hits. And I do not see 11-1 for that. We're going to have to wait and see what the preseason poll for the SEC looks like in the summer. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later. Or on the road to 800 subscribers. Course, ultimate goal is 1,000 or more. So remember this course, like video, comment video really helps YouTube background. Some more people see it. Sharing the video does help as well. Some more people could watch. And if you're watching and not subscribe, hit subscribe button for the notification bell as well.